So if you're to agree to a 35% discount on the price, well, then we'd be willing to take on all your existing customers from immediate effect.
Well, 35% is quite the leap. We certainly weren't expecting a cut like that. I think you understand, with the time and effort we've put into building the business, that's just not something we consider.
We're open to discussing ways to make the transition easier, but a 35% cut, it's just not feasible. What is it that worries you about the transition so much to justify such a cut?
And we appreciate this comes as a bit of a surprise, ultimately, but what we're trying to do is minimise the customer turnover, especially in the early days of new management. So ultimately, though, if you could help us with that, if you have any ideas of how to retain customers, we could potentially discuss around that.
Sure. I mean, in past changes, we have kept communication fully open and transparent with our customer base, letting them know exactly what's happening and assuring them of a consistency of our high service. I mean, we'd be more than happy to work with you on a communication plan to address those concerns.
That sounds like a good suggestion.
Why don't we take a time out? So we'll head outside for 5 minutes. We'll use that room across the way if that's okay. I might use the bathroom too, and we'll be back in here in 5 minutes' time.
Okay.
Yeah, no
The bathrooms are just down to the left.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you for that. So look, you know, we appreciate your suggestion with the comms plan. That's going to be something that's very important for us with the transition. So based upon that suggestion, and of course we'd like to explore exactly what that looks like in a little bit more detail, but provided you could help us with that comms plan, we'd be willing to move from a 35% to a 25% price adjustment.
Thank you. We appreciate your flexibility with the pricing adjustment. That said, 25% is still a little higher than we budgeted for. Would you be open to other just ways of discussing how we could bridge the gap, maybe looking at extended payment terms?
Extended payment terms?
Well, if we could align on a price adjustment of, say, 18%, then we'd be happy to look at an extended payment term of 3 months.
I think we could align on that. So an extension of payment terms to 3 months, an adjusted price of 18% with a swift comms plan that goes out to all existing customers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great. Okay,
great.
we're building. Fantastic.
We are building. I'm glad we could align on that. Let's keep the momentum going. We've got another proposal that we think might add value to the agreement.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Great.